GoToWhitney.com.
Whitney Ullman here at the Wentworth Gallery inside of Hard Rock Hotel and Casino here in Atlantic City, and I am standing next to the one and only Michael Godard. He is an exquisite artist. He is the rock star of the art world, and his artwork is shown here at Wentworth. Check out our interview. What does it feel like to be back in Atlantic City?
Oh my gosh, it feels good to be back. It feels better than getting out of prison. No, when the hurricane came, Hurricane Sandy, I had a gallery here on the boardwalk and got wiped out. So, like always, coming back bigger and better, and here at Wentworth Gallery today. And super excited. I'm going to see a lot of old friends here, a lot of old fans. Well, they were young when I first started painting. Now they're probably old. But so lots of fun, lots of new stuff, and get to talk about my art. And I know a lot of people see it in different places and things like that, but it's always so much more fun being here with someone in person, being able to explain, why this painting has my wife's initials in it, usually because I got in trouble. But things like that are a lot more personal. So yeah, a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, we're going to take a tour around with you just to kind of talk about some of the paintings.
I know the art is perfect.
I know, that's great. So, but in Atlantic City, what is one of your favorite things to do while you're here?
Oh gosh, that would be last night playing baccarat. I love baccarat, and I live in Vegas. It's kind of like an alcoholic living in a bar. I love to gamble and live in Vegas. So coming to Atlantic City just puts a new spin on it, and having fun. And so last night I hit the baccarat tables. Told them, listen, I said, I'm just here for a little while. I don't even have a credit line here. They go, oh, Mr. Godard, we'd love to give you one. Like, no, I'm good.
Yeah. Well, like you said, you had some of your wife's initials in the paintings.
Yes.
But what are your inspirations, especially for the martini glass and the high-heeled shoe?
For the most part, it's just life around us. I paint the things that are going on. If you want to know what was going on 200 years ago, you could look at the paintings and say, oh, this is how they dressed, this type of furniture they, surrounded themselves in. So it's the same thing. So the thing that's a little bit different about me, I think, too, is that I kind of come with a disclaimer, because if you tell me something funny, rather than me thinking of something funny to paint or amusing, if you say the wrong thing, you'll end up as a strawberry or an olive in one of my paintings. So I just take that and vicariously live through these paintings and do that. So, and I have a lot of fun doing it, and I get to make fun of everything, especially myself.
Are there certain paintings that you made fun of, specific maybe celebrities or people that we don't know, but they're there?
Gosh, yes. Well, some of them are pretty obvious. Like there's two new paintings that are here that are a lot of fun, and so I know we have a lot of bikers out that come and ride through here too. It's a lot of fun. So I'd have one that's a parody of Sons of Anarchy, except it's Sons of Mixology. So yeah, we can talk about that one. I also have one from one of my favorite TV series, Breaking Bad, except mine's called Baking Bad. So the olives have become bakers. They're still cooks, but they're just cooking happy things. So yeah, and after reading The Hunger Games, I decided to do a painting on it. So whatever's going on in my life happens to be, what I paint. So
would you say that over the years, what has changed is basically just whatever comes up in your life, that's what you're portraying in your art? Or are there specific things from like a decade ago?
No, there are. One of my favorite artists is Picasso, and Picasso would always be changing it up. So I'll start a series and do it for a little while, and then I want to keep growing as an artist as well. So I'm always trying new things. Some of the things you'll see here in the gallery today that you can't find anywhere else in the world are some of these guitars. So I actually took some time painted on the guitars, and so things like that, and always changing up. So you're always going to see new things. So even if you've been collecting my work for 20 years, if you come in today, you're going to see stuff you haven't seen before, and it's a lot of fun. So,
well, how does it feel to be the rock star of the art world? Are you also a rock star? Do you perform? Are you a musician too?
I do enjoy music, but I'm hardly a rock star. I am more like the husband who forgets to put the toilet seat down. Okay. Let's be honest. But no, I enjoy it. I was on an airplane yesterday, and sitting next to me was the comedian Louis Anderson. And so after we got off the plane, I said, hey, you mind if I take a picture? He goes, I know you. I love your artwork. So that was kind of cool. It's a nice little surprise. Other than that, I don't really think about it much. I'm just, trying to, keep the kids in line, and my wife keeping me in line, things like that. So,
what's one fun fact we don't know about you? Something cool. Do you have a hidden talent other than this, obviously?
I'm an excellent synchronized swimmer. No, that's
really?
total BS.
Wow, that's so cool. Okay.
No, something you don't know. You know what? I love to play chess, so I am secretly a complete nerd. And before I started doing art 20 years ago, I was a mechanical engineer for years and years. And so I love geeky math, and a lot of people don't know that. So I love that, cosmology, anything that has to do with photons and protons and cosmology and, all that stuff. The theory of everything, I love. Yeah.
Did you watch The Big Bang Theory?
I
TV?
did.
Yeah,
I did.
and now it's over.
I
What do you
did.
think? It is what it is.
I like the subtle jokes that are made during the show to other nerds. It's sort of like when we watched Bugs Bunny as kids, and there were really a lot of adult jokes in there, a lot of adult humor. So yeah, so a little bit of that. That's something that most people probably don't know.
That's great.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell your fans out there, and where we could find more information about you?
First of all, if you don't recognize me, it's because I've had long hair for 15 years, and I just cut it so I'd look more like Kris Jenner. Not really. Adam Lambert. No, I don't. One of those people. I forgot your question. Oh yes. So you can catch me on Instagram, Godard's Crazy Life. My daughter, and I post all the little fun stuff. And then my business one is Official Godard. And of course, you can always find out where I'm going to be at with Wentworth. They post lots of new works when they come in, and just come down and have a good time.
So, Michael, talk to us about this painting right here.
So this painting is called The Daily Double, and I have a friend of mine who loves to play the ponies. And I said, you know, what do you spend hours doing over here? And he says, well, he knows the type of track. He's looking at when the last time the jockey, you know, was on this particular track. Just all these little details. And he goes, that's called handicapping a race. I said, if I was going to handicap a race, this is how I would do it. So if you look closely, the horses back here only have 3 legs instead of 4. So very subtle, silly humor.
Okay, got it. All right, talk to us about the Studio de Raphael.
So this painting is part of a whole series that I did on all the great artists, and this is like a homage to each one, except I do sort of my modern twist. Now, a lot of people don't know who Raphael is, but they recognize the picture of the cherubs that he did. But again, very subtly, modernize this a bit. He's holding his paint gun. And if you look at the paintballs, it actually spells out Godard. So there's the G, the O, the D, A, R, D. So I have one of Van Gogh right after he came back from Disneyland, and his ear's been cut off, but also the ear on his Mickey Mouse ears is gone. And I have one that's called, it's about Michelangelo. It's called Bumping Knuckles. So instead of them touching fingers, they're actually giving a little fist bump. So kind of fun, yeah.
So creative, and you put so much thought into it. I think that's really neat.
Oh, this one too. These are kind of fun.
Yeah.
This is, these are part of a superhero series I'm doing. We're working on a new one right now. I say we as if I have a multiple personality. I might. But here's Spider Teeny. And again, there's always little subtle things. Now, even though I painted Superman, I love Batman. I just sold the Batmobile, like one of the original Batmobiles. But what I did that nobody else knows unless they're watching is I hid the little bat symbol in there. So all kinds of little things. I also will sometimes write people's names in there and do some different things depending on if I'm, in trouble. So this painting is called Love My Heels, and it was inspired because I was looking online for the most sexiest shoes I could find. I see these black shoes with the red bottom. I said, honey, I gotta get you a pair of these. She says, show me a picture. I show her the Christian Louboutins. I'm like, what does that mean? I don't know. Anyways, I realized because she is in love with the heels, and here I am pulling my pockets out because I'm broke after purchasing the shoes. These have a lot less humor in them. So this is called Wine Angel, and as you can see, the angel is made up in the bottle. There's some initials that go down this side that abbreviates May Angels Watch Over You. So kind of fun. And then I have the other piece that goes with it, and this is with the red wine, and I love how wine dances on the palette. And then I put the two of them together, so this is kind of a set. So as you can see, the naughty wine is the man, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So this is Baking Bad. And you can see Walter White is in his tidy whities, just like the episode. And down here they've got milk, a gun, some eggs, but it's Baking Bad instead. And of course they're olives, so I think it's a lot of fun. Up here I have the Sons of Mixology. You can see my little olive there, martini glass. Had to paint Jax. He's the sexiest one, so I'm told by all the ladies. So there's Jax as an olive, and in his sort of a classic pose. So yeah. Hope you enjoyed that.
All right, so Michael, thank you so much for being here at the Wentworth Gallery right here at Hard Rock in Atlantic City. And where can we find more information about you?
All over the place. Okay. Not TMZ today, though. Just you can Google me at michaelgoddard.com. Follow me on Facebook, Official Godard, and Wentworth Gallery has a pretty good dibs on me on the radar as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks for watching.